So back to Division 4 we go for a pretty important matchup for these two teams. Trying to get back to the championship game. And we have a kill from Caitlin Tucker to get things started for Lancaster. Lancaster Christian Academy, the Knights out of Tennessee in those blue uniforms to your right. And Mountain View in the dark blue uniforms to the left. The winner of this game will advance to the championship game, which, ironically enough, is immediately following this game, I believe. 3:15 is the start time for the next game. So you basically have to win this game and then win the next game. Well, no, I have that wrong. They had to, all right, well, let's see. It's 2-1 now, the lead for Mountain View. So these teams, Mountain View has played, will have to win. They played at 11. Now they're playing at 1:30. Then they would have to win this game at 1:30, obviously. They would have to win the game at 3:15, and then they would have to win again at 3:15. So they would have to win 4 matches essentially in a row in order to win the championship, but it is possible. For Lancaster, they started playing at 9 a.m. this morning. And they would have to win 5 matches today. So, uphill battle, yes. Impossible, not necessarily. As we have a few aces being served up here by Helena Higgins. It's a 5-1 lead for Mountain View. And make that 6-1.
Well, they definitely come out swinging, these Conquerors.
And we have a timeout to Lancaster. So, I mean, that
resettled in and get refocused and settle down a little bit.
And that's where things get kind of crazy in this tournament, because even if you get back, so whoever wins this at 1:30, they have to turn around and immediately play again. And then if they win that, they have to turn around and immediately play again in order to win the championship.
The cool thing is they do have a pathway to a championship.
You have the opportunity, but if you're still standing by the time you get back to the championship, that's a half the battle. But it for sure is a possibility. That is one of the things that makes this tournament more unique than others, too, is that you can lose and still win the championship, but you just have to really do a lot of work to get there.
Really have to battle to get there.
Serve here from Higgins. Now into the back row, and that's going to be another ace. And it is now a 7-1 lead for Mountain View. It's finally bumped over, and it is touched. It would have been out, but it's touched by Higgins. It's a 7-2 lead now for Mountain View. And Caitlin Tucker to serve. Track down. Now bumped across by Cornwell. Out front, just set over. Now Lancaster will play it over, and we have a double hit on Lancaster. And Danielle Newland to serve, an 8-2 lead for the Conquerors. And this played off the ceiling, and it'll be 8-3. Oh, the Knights to serve here. There is an ace. And it's 8-4. And Runyon will check in, replacing Played now to the far side. That is out. Off the hit by Jackie Coughlin. That's 8-5, so Lancaster making a little bit of a run here. And this track down. Pumped across by Coughlin. Now Lancaster to play it. And it's 8-6. So the Knights making a nice run here. And that's served out of bounds, making it 9-6. Mountain View as Reagan Whitaker back in for Lancaster. And now Jackie Coughlin to serve. And it is an ace, making it 10-6. Coughlin's serve is another ace, and it's now 11-6. And then ace. No, it did clear. I thought they were too far beyond, but it does clear, and an illegal hit on the Conquerors. Boy, what hustle from Lancaster. That was hit from almost an impossible angle, but they managed to play it across the net. It's 11-7. This goes under the net on the serve by Keegan Wilkins. 12-7 the lead for Mountain View, and Rachel Killow will check in and get set to serve. This being tracked down, and that will be, should be 4 hits, correct? Not sure if they were confused on who was supposed to call that or what, but it was for sure 4 hits. So 13-7 is the lead now. Set across, now Mountain View to play it. And that hit under the net. It's 13-8. Serve here from Kenya Vile. Now in the back row, sent across by Runyon. Pumped over here. Mountain View will play it again. Sent over by Cornwell. And it's now a 13-10. Lancaster slowly reeling it in a little bit. Was it 13?
Yeah, I think it's just 13-9.
Is it 13-9? All right, I got a little bit ahead of myself.
They were quick on the score that time.
So set back far side. This just set across. And now up front. A little bit of miscommunication there, but it still works out. Far side, Cornwell, and she'll dump it across and down. 14-9, the lead for Mountain View as Danielle Newland checks in. And now Ann Runyon to serve. And with that underhand serve, played now up front, and a kill there for Danielle Newland. Now 15-9. Boy, we're getting down to the last few games here of this tournament.
Yeah, it's not long before we start producing some champions here in the first event of the 2015 fall season.
And that's hit out of bounds by Tucker. It's now 16-9. Matter of fact, I think after this game here, all the rest are championships. We start at 3:15, and from there on out, we crown the 4 champions for the rest of tonight.
It's an exciting time, and
it'll make for some good volleyball and some good watching at home, too. We have a double hit on the Conquerors, 16-10. Now the lead for Mountain View.
Here shortly, I'll take the liberty of pointing the camera up to the very sought-after banners that are up on the wall. You can see them in the backdrop, but they're not banners here that's for a home team. There's not a home team here in this gymnasium. This gymnasium, everyone that plays here is essentially their home. And these banners are hanging up on the wall are ripe to be taken down as each division's champion is crowned. And these schools will carry that banner back with pride and hang it up on their gymnasium wall.
Well, now it's 16-12. Lancaster making a little run.
Let me sneak over there and we'll cue in on the Division I. There's a banner.
There's your banners. And by the way, the 3 soccer banners that were up there earlier are gone. They are crowning those champions this afternoon, too. So they took those off the wall to make sure that they have those to give away. So there's just 4 banners remaining on that wall. And that represents the 4 divisions of champions that we will have here later today. So to the outside, that was deflected, now kept alive by Lancaster. And that deflected, making it now 17-18-12. I thought I was going to say it was 16-12. I thought I missed a point there somewhere.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Now it seemed to be straightened out.
18-12. Coughlin just puts it across. And that hit into the net, so now 19-12 is the lead for Mountain View.
"44 teams from across the country came to participate in this volleyball tournament, with the soccer tournament running at the same time, which there is 26 teams in the soccer tournament battling it out for a national championship."
Well, that put into the net. 20-12 is the lead for Mountain View. Gene Cornwell with the serve. And still alive, but out of bounds, and it's 21-12. And we have another timeout to Lancaster. 21-12 is the lead for Mountain View. Take a break. Back with more of Game 1 in just a moment. So the serve here out of the timeout is an ace, and now it's 22-12. Cornwell's serve is another ace, and it's 23-12. Serve play in the middle of the floor. And bumped across by File. The outside, and Jackie Coughlin absolutely hammers one. It's deflected out of bounds, and the kill makes it 24-12. Let's serve up front, sent across by Tucker. Sent back over, now Lancaster trying to play it. Opportunity for the Conquerors here. And that blocked up front, and that'll do it. 25-12, game one goes to Mountain View. We'll take a break, come back with game two in about 3 minutes. We'll roll through some of our sponsors here at the NACA. So we start up game two, and a 1-0 lead here for Lancaster as Bailey Barrett to serve for the Knights. And we have somebody in the net for Lancaster, so it will be Mountain View's serve. All tied up at 1 as Gene Cornwell serves. Turn back across. Coughlin sets it over and down. And a 2-1 lead for the Conquerors. Cornwell's serve, this time played near side. Coughlin, boy, got way on top of that and just fires it out of bounds. And we're tied at 2. Serve here. Played back across. Far side, that hit out of bounds by Kenya Vile and play. Played up front. Back across by Newland. And Lancaster will play it over. And we've got a whistle and a double hit on Lancaster, making it now 4-2, the lead for Mountain View. Elena Higgins to serve here. Played up front, that just set across. And hit into the net by Danielle Newland. And Lancaster will get set to serve a 4-3 lead for Mountain View here in game 2. They already took game 1. That served into the net. As Reagan Whitaker back in for Lancaster. Again, the serve. Take it back up front, tipped across. Coughlin played it there. Now back over to Coughlin, who will just play it over. And clears up front. Put over by Lancaster now. Oh, good serve. Somehow gets ricocheted across by Coughlin. Still alive here. And a kill in the middle of the floor by Chanel Vile, and it will be a 5-all tie. Wilkins to serve again. Played up front. This just set over, and we have an illegal hit, a double hit on Heather Kraut. Should be a 6-5 lead here for Lancaster.
Mm-hmm.
And the service error will make things all tied up at 6. And now Jackie Coughlin to serve, and she sails it out of bounds. So we're all tied up at 6 again. Well, played back in the near side. Put across there by Cornwell. It's bumped over. Just back out front. That's just deflected across. Lancaster to play it again. It's blocked up front. And it would be a 7-6 lead for Lancaster now here in game 2.
Now it's 8.
8-6, yeah, 8. That's right. We got 1 point behind. So 8-6. Conkers play it here off the serve. Bumped over by Ryan. Now near side, that hit into the net by Vile, and it will be Conqueror's serve as Rachel Killo will check into the lineup, and she will get set to serve here with Lancaster up 8-7.
Lancaster seems to have settled in a little bit in this second game.
And we have an illegal hit on Kenya Vile, and we're tied at 8.
Mountain View ran away with that first game a little bit.
Yeah, and again, once things start rolling a little bit, sometimes it's hard to stop it. 9-8 the lead now for Lancaster.
Looks like this one's going to be a shootout.
So Chanel Vile to serve for Lancaster. Played back near side and bumped across, and that will eventually fall in. So we're tied at 9. So we've now played in the middle, and that hit into the net by Caitlin Tucker. Lead now for Mountain View. Serve to the outside. That's into the net, making it now 11-9. And a short serve there. Tipped across, still alive, and sent over. Now a good opportunity for Mountain View. Set across. And cleared back over. Now Lancaster, another opportunity. That just deflected out front, and that is in that back corner.
Painted that corner, it looked like.
Nice play by Caitlin Tucker. 11-10, the lead for Mountain View. Serve played now in the middle. Played deep there by Newland. That's sent back into the net. It's 12-10 Mountain View. Jean Cornwell's serve. Track down. Sent into that back of the front line to Newland, who puts it over. It's just set across. Now another opportunity for the Conquerors. They just put it over again. And that's hit into the net. And it's 13-10 Conquerors.
So the next match you're telling me is essentially the beginning of the championship round, so to speak?
Yes, because the winner of this game plays next again for the championship. But they would have to win 2 matches in the championship to win it all. But yes, after this game, from here on out, we go Division 4 all the way down the line to the Division 1 championship. 4 championship matches in a row.
Be sure to tune in for some exciting volleyball action.
Save back, and now a 13-12 lead for Mountain View. As Tucker will serve again. Track down on the far sideline. Bumped across by Higgins. Good little set over. Middle of the floor, Newland. And Higgins hits it into the net. And we're tied at 13. Served now by Tucker. Played over to Coughlin. And that put out of bounds off the hit from Wilkins. 14-13 Mountain View leads. Kristen Ryan back in for the Conquerors. And Helena Higgins with the serve. And this put across up front, played off the ceiling. And that hit in along that back line. Boy, that's about as close as you can get to going out without being out. And a ref right there, too, to call it. 15-13 Mountain View. And that tipped into the net, making it now 16-13. Again, Helena Higgins to serve. And this bumped across. And sent over by Newland. Now near side. Middle, it comes for Ryan. Tipped across by Coughlin. And a miss hit there from Kristen Ryan. It's 16-14, the lead for Mountain View. Serve there is an ace, and it's 16-15. Play the far side. This bumped across and stays in bounds, and then sent right back over, and we're tied at 16. And another short serve, and an ace makes it 17-16.
They seem to be building a lot of confidence.
To 7. Take a brief time.
You know, when they start building that confidence, they start hitting the ball cleaner, hitting the ball harder, and get those nerves settled. And that's part of a rally. When a team starts getting some momentum, they build that confidence and loosen up a little bit.
I'm really sure about that. Throw. And that will fall in off the hit from Gene Cornwell. We're back tied at 19. So Danielle Newland to serve. And that is an ace. Now serve here, returned on one hit. Now back to the near side, just sent across. And good hustle from the Conquerors. They can't get there in time, though. We're tied at 20. Sent across out front by Coughlin. And now bumped over. Back near side, Coughlin. Sent to the outside. That hit into the net by Bailey Barrett. And it's 21-20. Coughlin's serve is played off the ceiling, and that is hit out of bounds. And now 22-20 Mountain View. Coughlin with the serve. Played back up front. That was partially deflected. And now played off the ceiling. Mountain View. Kenya Vile with the serve. That's played off the ceiling. And we're tied at 22. So now Kenya Vile to serve. And good hustle, and it'll eventually be 23-22 Mountain View. As Rachel Killo will check in, and she will get set to serve as well. On the serve from Kilo. Will be tracked down and now bumped over. Good chance for Mountain View here. Played in that back line. And now hit into the net. It's 24-22 Mountain View. And now match point for the Conquerors. A berth in the Division IV championship match on the line. That tipped across and saved. Still played though. Now Coughlin puts it over. Sent across and in along that back line. And it's 24-23. The lead for Mountain View. Again, match point. There's Chanel File to serve. And that goes into the net, and that'll do it. 25-23. Mountain View wins the match in 2 straight games. And that will put the Conquerors into the championship match, which is next at 3:15. So they have to play basically back-to-back matchups, and then they would have to win 2 matches in the championship match to win the Division IV championship. But first things first, you got to get back. We will take a break. We'll come back at 3:15 for our first championship match of the day. That'll be the Division IV championship. You've been watching the National Volleyball